empty hallways repeating the sound of my own lonely breath. The absolute absence of noise is louder than a roaring crowd. I've been contemplating the concepts of metaphorical life and death, staring at the ceiling while the heavy evening darkness shrouds. An abandoned quarry filled with deep and stagnant green water, shouting into the abyss just to hear my own voice return to me. I am the anxious son of a quiet, hard-working New England daughter, searching for the elusive answers that will finally set me free. The stillness is heavy, bouncing off the cold stone walls. We are waiting for a breakthrough before the final curtain falls. Listen intently to the haunting, beautiful, silent echo. Let the lingering regrets of our past completely, permanently go find the profound meaning hidden inside the absolute quiet space, discovering the ultimate salvation within the sacred place. Whoa. No more screaming arguments, no more slamming apartment doors, just the peaceful resonance of a heart that learned to finally rest. I'm done trying to fight these unnecessary, destructive internal wars, realizing that absolute stillness is what suits my spirit the best. The winter woods are completely hushed underneath the fresh snowfall. No birds singing, no wind rustling through the bare pine trees. I can finally hear the clear, urgent voice of my conscience call, bringing my restless, anxious mind completely to its knees. The stillness is heavy, bouncing off the cold stone walls. We are waiting for a breakthrough before the final curtain falls. Whoa. Listen intently to the haunting, beautiful, silent echo. Let the lingering regrets of our past completely, permanently go find the profound meaning hidden inside the absolute quiet space, discovering the ultimate salvation within the sacred. Fill the void with pure harmony, let the quietness expand. We are standing unified across this vast and beautiful land. Our voices are carrying a message that doesn't need to be loud, rising majestically far above the noise of the judging crowd. Hear the sound inside the dark. Every whisper leaves a mark. Whoa, listen intently to the haunting, beautiful, silent echo. Let the lingering regrets of our past completely, permanently go find the profound meaning hidden inside the absolute quiet space, discovering the ultimate salvation within the sacred place. Dust clouds rising behind the tires of my battered pickup truck. We turned off the crowded interstate at the very first chance we got, escaping the suffocating pressure of trying to test our luck in a city that demands everything you have but gives you squat. Overgrown weeds pushing through the cracks of the forgotten lane, passing dilapidated barns painted a faded, peeling shade of red. I can feel the cool breeze washing away my psychological pain, replacing all the cynical thoughts that used to clutter my head. The pavement ends where the true adventure finally begins. We are trading our sophisticated losses for some simple wins. Drive down the back roads past the endless fields of corn, rejoice in the spectacular glory of a quiet country morn. Leave the highway traffic and the flashing neon signs behind, discovering the absolute peace that we were destined to find. Cassette tapes rattling around in the glove compartment slot, playing folk songs that our parents used to sing when they were young. We forgot about the strict schedules and the deadlines that we got, lifting the heavy silence that had settled on our tongue. A stray dog barking at the fence of an isolated dairy farm, cows grazing peacefully underneath the shade of a willow tree. There is a rustic simplicity here that protects your soul from harm, reminding us of what it truly means to be wild and free. The pavement ends where the true adventure finally begins. We are trading our sophisticated losses for some simple wins. Drive down the back roads past the endless fields of corn, rejoice in the spectacular glory of a quiet country morn. Leave the highway traffic and the flashing neon signs behind, discovering the absolute peace that we were destined to find. Curiosity that inside our spirit burns, rolling along beneath the open sky, saying goodbye to the reasons why. Drive down the back roads past the endless fields of corn, rejoice in the spectacular glory of a quiet country morn. Leave the highway traffic and the flashing neon signs behind, discovering the absolute peace that we were destined to find. Sun going down behind the hills so grand, back roads guiding us across the land. Dark purple clouds gathering from the far western horizon line. The barometer is dropping fast as the sticky summer afternoon fades. We sit on the front porch, sipping on a glass of bitter homemade wine, watching the shadows lengthen into deep and terrifying shades. Sheet lightning illuminating the sky like a giant broken screen. My mother always told me that the thunder was just angels rearranging chairs, but I know it's the sound of every unspoken argument that has been haunting the hallways of our lives and catching us unawares. The air feels heavy, pregnant with the scent of ozone and rain. We can feel the atmospheric pressure matching our internal pain. Listen to the rumbling of the distant storms tonight. Watch the flashes crack the darkness with a terrifying light. We cannot run from the weather that is brewing in the atmosphere. We must face the tempest until our vision becomes crystal clear. Wind chimes clanging violently as the first cold gust hits the yard. The oak trees bending at an angle that looks completely unnatural, trying to keep our composure when the circumstances get so hard. Realizing that our control over destiny is purely transactional. Raindrops starting to patter loudly on the tin roof overhead, a rhythmic warning that the flood waters are bound to rise eventually. I lie awake in the dark, staring at the ceiling of my bed, wondering if we will survive this seasonal catastrophe intentionally. The air feels heavy, pregnant with the scent of ozone and rain. We can feel the atmospheric pressure matching our internal pain. Listen to the rumbling of the distant storms tonight. Watch the flashes crack the darkness with a terrifying light. We cannot run from the weather that is brewing in the atmosphere. We must face the tempest until our vision becomes crystal clear. Accumulated dust of our regrets, we will stand out in the open, braving whatever the weather gets. Drench our clothes, submerge our fears beneath the pouring rain, for we know that after the clearing, only the truth will remain. Thunder claps, the earth begins to shake. Every promise that we chose to make. Listen to the rumbling of the distant storms tonight. Watch the flashes crack the darkness with a terrifying light. We cannot run from the weather that is brewing in the atmosphere. We must face the tempest until our vision becomes crystal clear. Fading away as the clouds begin to part at dawn. Distant storms, the heavy danger is finally gone. Rushing waters carve a path through the ancient, jagged mountain stone. I walk these treacherous banks for miles, completely and utterly alone, looking for a remedy to wash the guilt off my trembling hands, trying to rebuild my dignity from these shifting, unstable desert sands. The muddy current carries memories of the people who abandoned this place, leaving nothing but empty whiskey bottles in a sense of deep disgrace. I dip my feet into the freezing torrent, feel something really get to cleanse my spirit from the poison of a false, deceitful friend. The tide is rising higher than the willow trees can bear. We can hear the rushing rapids echoing through the crisp autumn air. Flow on, river runs, carry our heavy sorrows out to the deep blue sea. Wash away the wreckage of the people we never truly wanted to be. Tumble over the jagged waterfalls, break through the Iron Valley Dam. Deliver me safely to the ocean, to the honest person that I am. Out of pride, but the foundation started to erode away. Watching the historical monuments of my achievements turn to clay. There is an undeniable honesty in the way the water refuses to ever stop flowing downward from the highest peak to the lowest valley drop. My ancestors farmed this unforgiving land until their hands bled raw, living by the strict rules of nature, obeying the river's primal law. It takes what it wants, leaves a trail of beautiful destruction behind. The perfect metaphor for the chaotic state of my restless, anxious mind. The tide is rising higher than the willow trees can bear. We can hear the rushing rapids echoing through the crisp autumn air. Flow on, river runs, carry our heavy sorrows out to the deep blue sea. Wash away the wreckage of the people we never truly wanted to be. Tumble over the jagged waterfalls, break through the Iron Valley Dam. Deliver me safely to the ocean, to the honest person that I am. Hey! Exhausted, aching bodies a moment of peaceful, eternal rest. We cannot swim against the current. We must learn to finally let go. Surrender our spirits completely to the unstoppable, majestic flow. Let it wash, let it cleanse. Where the river ends, life begins. Flow on, river runs, carry our heavy sorrows out to the deep blue sea. Hey, 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 hey. Wash away the wreckage of the people we never truly wanted to be. Tumble over the jagged waterfalls, break through the Iron Valley Dam. Deliver me safely to the ocean, to the honest person that I am. Into the deep, where the water runs crystal clear. River runs washing away every single fear. Polished armor shining brightly in the blinding morning glare. We march toward the battlefield of our own manufactured insecurities. Swords drawn against the invisible phantoms hiding everywhere, demanding absolute truth instead of comforting sweet impurities. Trenches dug deeply into the soil of our anxious, terrified minds, fighting a generational war that our grandfathers left unresolved, leaving the safety of our heavily fortified barricades behind until every ounce of our crippling hesitation is finally dissolved. The cannons are firing questions that we cannot easily ignore. We stand shoulder to shoulder upon this unfamiliar, hostile shore. Rise up, brave souls, and conquer the demons of the past. Shatter the illusions that kept us chained and bound. We will forge a glorious victory that is destined to last until the echoing trumpets of triumph loudly resound. Scattered shields lie broken upon the bloodstained, muddy ground, testaments to the fierce battles we fought just to survive. But amidst the terrible wreckage, a newfound strength is found, reminding us exactly what it means to be miraculously alive. I wore my cowardly regrets like a heavy, suffocating iron cloak, dragging my feet through the misery of constant daily defeat, until the roaring lion inside my chest suddenly violently awoke, refusing to accept the humiliating prospect of a quiet retreat. The cannons are firing questions that we cannot easily ignore. We stand shoulder to shoulder upon this unfamiliar, hostile shore. Rise up, brave souls, and conquer the demons of the past. Shatter the illusions that kept us chained and bound. We will forge a glorious victory that is destined to last until the echoing trumpets of triumph loudly resound. Of agony, tested by the flame, and the history books will forever remember our victorious name. Hearts beating like war drums in the chest, put our courage to the ultimate test. Rise up, brave souls, and conquer the demons of the past. Shatter the illusions that kept us chained and bound. We will forge a glorious victory that is destined to last until the echoing trumpets of triumph loudly resound. Standing tall long after the final arrow flies. Brave soul, looking upward toward the conquering skies. measuring marks into the wooden kitchen door frame post, documenting the physical evolution of a terrified, anxious child. I spent years running away from the things that scared me the most, trying to tame a spirit that was meant to be entirely wild. My old joints are aching from the sudden rapid skeletal shift, the uncomfortable sensation of stretching into someone entirely new. I felt like a helpless boat left to aimlessly and dangerously drift, until I realized that this discomfort is what helps me grow true. The old skin is peeling, making way for a much stronger frame. We will never view the circumstances of our lives quite the same. Endure the intense discomfort of these necessary growing pains. Break through the invisible societal shackles and the heavy chains. We are evolving into the people we were always destined to be, accepting the harsh process that ultimately sets our spirits free. Stumbling over my own feet as I learned to navigate the crowded room, awkward conversations filled with stuttering words and heavy sighs. But out of this humiliating awkwardness, a newfound confidence will bloom, clearing the thick fog of self-doubt that used to cover my eyes. I found my teenage journals hidden deep inside the dusty crawl space, filled with dramatic declarations of absolute total despair. I smiled gently at the memory of that scared boy's confused face, realizing that every single trial was answered by a silent prayer. The old skin is peeling, making way for a much stronger frame. We will never view the circumstances of our lives quite the same. Oh, enjoy the intense discomfort of these necessary growing pains. Break through the invisible societal shackles and the heavy chains. We are evolving into the people we were always destined to be, accepting the harsh process that ultimately sets our spirits free. Welcome the struggle, rejoice in the obstacles that make us adapt. We refuse to remain hopelessly, permanently, comfortably trapped. We are stretching our boundaries beyond the highest mountain peak, finding the internal power that our souls used to desperately seek. It hurts to change, it hurts to rise, but look at the world through brand new eyes. Enjoy the intense discomfort of these necessary growing pains. Break through the invisible societal shackles and the heavy chains. We are evolving into the people we were always destined to be, accepting the harsh process that ultimately sets our spirits free. Standing tall long after the stretching finally stops, growing pains as the final heavy teardrop drops. Tasting the lingering flavor of dark espresso on my tongue. We sit in the corner booth of this half-lit downtown cafe, reminiscing about the naive love songs that we formerly sung before the harsh realities of adulthood got in our way. The old maple tree is dropping its very last autumn leaf, a mixture of vibrant orange beauty and the sorrow of decay. I've learned to accept that joy is always intertwined with grief, like the fading warmth of a long and exhausting summer day. We are balancing precariously on the sharp edge of the blade, appreciating the beautiful, chaotic mess that we deliberately made. Embrace the flavor of this deeply bittersweet romance. Give our fractured relationship one final desperate dance. We are crying tears of sorrow while laughing at the past, knowing that this transitional moment was never meant to last. Packing my boxes while listening to your favorite record play, a beautiful melody that makes my chest tighten with acute pain. I know it's completely healthy for us to walk our separate ways, yet the thought of losing you drives me entirely insane. I watch the sunset bleed into the dark and freezing night, a gorgeous catastrophe painted across the western sky. We fought a long battle when nobody was entirely right, and now we are left with nothing but a quiet, honest goodbye. We are balancing precariously on the sharp edge of the blade, appreciating the beautiful, chaotic mess that we deliberately made. Embrace the flavor of this deeply bittersweet romance. Give our fractured relationship one final desperate dance. We are crying tears of sorrow while laughing at the past, knowing that this transitional moment was never meant to last. Nothing in this life is ever as simple as it initially seems. We are stronger for the damage that we courageously endured, and our internal wounds have finally been successfully cured. Sweet taste, bitter end. Goodbye lover, goodbye friend. Embrace the flavor of this deeply bittersweet romance. Give our fractured relationship one final desperate dance. We are crying tears of sorrow while laughing at the past, knowing that this transitional moment was never meant to last. Walking away into the cool and foggy morning air, bittersweet, leaving behind every single care. Emerald ribbons dance across the velvet canopy of the midnight sky. I watch the breath escape your lips as a soft, unspoken sigh. We are hitchhiking on the edge of the world's lonely frontier, hoping the cosmic glow will chase away our deepest, darkest fear. from walking these empty New England country roads, carrying the crushing weight of 1,000 generational family loads. But looking upward at this kaleidoscope of celestial shifting green, I suddenly forget every miserable place my exhausted eyes have seen. The atmosphere is crackling with a strange magnetic spark, guiding two lost souls out of the overwhelming, suffocating dark. Shine down, northern lights, illuminate our fractured souls tonight. Paint the darkness with your brilliant, undulating, holy light. We've been wandering in the shadows for far too long alone. Guide our weary footsteps back to a place we can call home. Staring directly into the infinite vast abyss. Every mistake I ever made fades away into a moment of pure bliss. The universe is whispering secrets only the broken-hearted can comprehend. Reassurance that our tragic story isn't rushing toward a bitter end. I used to hide beneath the floorboards of my childhood sanctuary bedroom, paralyzed by the heavy anxiety and the impending sense of doom. But out here in the freezing cold, standing underneath the aurora's grace, I finally feel like I belong somewhere in this chaotic infinite space. The atmosphere is crackling with a strange magnetic spark, guiding two lost souls out of the overwhelming, suffocating dark. Shine down, northern lights, illuminate our fractured souls tonight. Paint the darkness with your brilliant, undulating, holy light. We've been wandering in the shadows for far too long alone. Guide our weary footsteps back to a place we can call home. The galactic dome, yet tonight we feel like kings sitting upon a golden throne. Green and gold washing over the snow. Let the darkness finally go. Shine down, northern lights, illuminate our fractured souls tonight. Paint the darkness with your brilliant, undulating, holy light. We've been wandering in the shadows for far too long alone. Guide our weary footsteps back to a place we can call home. Into the dawn's early gray embrace. Northern lights leave a permanent, beautiful trace. Rough bark scraping against my calloused, overworked palms, scaling the massive redwood to escape the noise of the street, seeking refuge within the ancient whispering forest songs, where the mossy earth provides a cushion for my tired feet. Pine needles blanketing the damp, undisturbed woodland floor, we built a sanctuary far away from the concrete city sprawl, leaving the chaotic rush of modernity securely at the door. The listening intently to the lonely echo in owl's midnight call. Roots digging deeper into the fertile, unforgiving loam. We finally discovered a wilderness we can call home. Follow the timber lines to the edge of the uncharted map. Escape the overwhelming pressure of the modern societal trap. Breathe in the fragrant cedar, let the heavy branches sway. We are disappearing into the mystical thicket today. Sap bleeds from the trunk like golden tears of forgotten grief. Nature reclaims everything that humanity arrogantly leaves behind. I find absolute clarity staring at a single falling autumn leaf. A profound sense of peace settling over my cluttered mind. Axes rust in the shed, their destructive purpose finally ignored. We choose cultivation over the violent, reckless act of cutting down, preserving the majestic beauty that the universe generously poured. Far removed from the suffocating smog of the industrial town. Roots digging deeper into the fertile, unforgiving loam. We have finally discovered a wilderness we can call home. Follow the timber lines to the edge of the uncharted map. Escape the overwhelming pressure of the modern societal trap. Breathe in the fragrant cedar, let the heavy branches sway. We are disappearing into the mystical thicket today. Reaching for the clouds, shed the superficial expectations of the judging angry crowds. We belong to the earth, intertwined with the creeping vines, finding our true purpose beyond these towering timber lines. Quiet rustle, the branches speak our name. Nothing out here ever stays the same. Follow the timber lines to the edge of the uncharted map. Escape the overwhelming pressure of the modern societal trap. Breathe in the fragrant cedar, let the heavy branches sway. We are disappearing into the mystical thicket today. Into the woods where the shadows softly bend, timberline, a journey without an end. White sheets folded in a sharp and aerodynamic wings. We launch our dreams from the top of the apartment roof, ignoring the cynical commentary that the city brings, demanding absolute freedom instead of concrete proof. Ink smudging on the line pages of my old journal entries, documenting the trivial anxieties of a small town kid. I spent years acting like one of those paranoid sentries, guarding the secret vault where my true emotions hid. The thermal vents are catching our fragile little toys, lifting us far above the overwhelming suburban noise. Fly away, paper planes across the endless blue sky. Test the limits of how high a simple dream can fly. Catch the gentle summer breeze, sail over the power lines. signs, drafting blueprints for a life we haven't constructed yet, using nothing but imagination and a pencil stub. We are placing a massive, highly risky financial bet on the hope that we can escape the daily corporate hub. Cardboard boxes stacked high inside the moving van, leaving the comfort zone of my predictable childhood streets, following the loose, highly unorganized master plan, prepared for whatever destiny we are bound to meet. The thermal vents are catching our fragile little toys, lifting us far above the overwhelming suburban noise. Fly away, paper planes across the endless blue sky. Test the limits of how high a simple dream can fly. Catch the gentle summer breeze, sail over the power lines, disappearing completely past the highway. Exit signs. Soar above the cynicism, laugh at the gravity below. Let the unpredictable currents dictate where we go. We are lightweight vessels carrying a heavy load of hope, learning how to navigate this steep and slippery slope, gliding smooth through the sunny air, leaving behind every single care. Fly away, paper planes across the endless blue sky. Test the limits of how high a simple dream can fly. Catch the gentle summer breeze, sail over the power lines, disappearing completely past the highway. Exit signs, floating high until we disappear from view. Paper planes creating something new. Dust clouds rising behind the tires of my battered pickup truck. We turned off the crowded interstate at the very first chance we got, escaping the suffocating pressure of trying to test our luck in a city that demands everything you have but gives you squat. Overgrown weeds pushing through the cracks of the forgotten lane, passing dilapidated barns painted a faded, peeling shade of red. I can feel the cool breeze washing away my psychological pain, replacing all the cynical thoughts that used to clutter my head. The pavement ends where the true adventure finally begins. We are trading our sophisticated losses for some simple wins. Drive down the back roads past the endless fields of corn, rejoice in the spectacular glory of a quiet country morn. Leave the highway traffic and the flashing neon signs behind, discovering the absolute peace that we were destined to find. Rattling around in the glove compartment slot, playing folk songs that our parents used to sing when they were young. We forgot about the strict schedules and the deadlines that we got, lifting the heavy silence that had settled on our tongue. A stray dog barking at the fence of an isolated dairy farm. Cows grazing peacefully underneath the shade of a willow tree. There is a rustic simplicity here that protects your soul from harm, reminding us of what it truly means to be wild and free. The pavement ends where the true adventure finally begins. We are trading our sophisticated losses for some simple wins. Drive down the back roads past the endless fields of corn. Rejoice in the spectacular glory of a quiet country morn. Leave the highway traffic and the flashing neon signs behind, discovering the absolute peace that we were destined to find. Countryside, we have absolutely nothing left that we need to hide. Let the gravel crunch beneath the wheels as we navigate the turns, feeding the insatiable curiosity that inside our spirit burns. Rolling along beneath the open sky, saying goodbye to the reasons why. Drive down the back roads past the endless fields of corn. Rejoice in the spectacular glory of a quiet country morn. Leave the highway traffic and the flashing neon signs behind, discovering the absolute peace that we were destined to find. Sun going down behind the hill so grand, back roads guiding us across the land. Rushing waters carve a path through the ancient jagged mountain stone. I walk these treacherous banks for miles, completely and utterly alone, looking for a remedy to wash the guilt off my trembling hands, trying to rebuild my dignity from these shifting, unstable desert sands. The muddy current carries memories of the people who abandoned this place, leaving nothing but empty whiskey bottles and a sense of deep disgrace. I dip my feet into the freezing torrent to feel something real again, to cleanse my spirit from the poison of a false, deceitful friend. The tide is rising higher than the willow trees can bear. We can hear the rushing rapids echoing through the crisp autumn air. Float on, river runs, carry our heavy sorrows out to the deep blue sea. Wash away the wreckage of the people we never truly wanted to be. Tumble over the jagged waterfalls, break through the Iron Valley Dam. Deliver me safely to the ocean, to the honest person that I am. A fortress out of pride, but the foundation started to erode away. Watching the historical monuments of my achievements turn to play. There is an undeniable honesty in the way the water refuses to ever stop, flowing downward from the highest peak to the lowest valley drop. My ancestors farmed this unforgiving land until their hands bled raw, living by the strict rules of nature, obeying the river from there. We can hear the rushing rapids echoing through the crisp autumn air. Flow on river runs, carry our heavy sorrows out to the deep blue sea. Wash away the wreckage of the people we never truly wanted to be. Tumble over the jagged waterfalls, break through the Iron Valley Dam. Deliver me safely to the ocean, to the honest person that I am. Aching bodies a moment of peaceful eternal rest. We cannot swim against the current. We must learn to finally let go. Surrender our spirits completely to the unstoppable, majestic flow. Let it wash, let it cleanse. Where the river ends, life begins. That I am into the deep, where the water runs crystal clear. River runs, washing away every single fear. Measuring marks into the wooden kitchen door frame post, documenting the physical evolution of a terrified, anxious child. I spent years running away from the things that scared me the most, trying to tame a spirit that was meant to be entirely wild. My old joints are aching from the sudden, rapid skeletal shift, the uncomfortable sensation of stretching into someone entirely new. I felt like a helpless boat left to aimlessly and dangerously drift, until I realized that this discomfort is what helps me grow true. The old skin is peeling, making way for a much stronger frame. We will never view the circumstances of our lives quite the same. Enjoy the intense discomfort of these necessary growing pains. Break through the invisible societal shackles and the heavy chains. We are evolving into the people we were always destined to be, accepting the harsh process that ultimately sets our spirits free. Stumbling over my own feet as I learn to navigate the crowded room. Awkward conversations filled with stuttering words and heavy sighs. But out of this humiliating awkwardness, a newfound confidence will bloom, clearing the thick fog of self-doubt that used to cover my eyes. I found my teenage journals hidden deep inside the dusty crawl space, filled with dramatic declarations of absolute, total despair. I smiled gently at the memory of that scared boy's confused face, realizing that every single try was answered by a silent obstacles that make us adapt. We refuse to remain hopelessly, permanently, comfortably trapped. We are stretching our boundaries beyond the highest mountain peak, finding the internal power that our souls used to desperately seek. It hurts to change, it hurts to rise, but look at the world through brand new eyes. Enjoy the intense discomfort of these necessary growing pains. Break through the invisible societal shackles and the heavy chains. We are evolving into the people we were always destined to be, accepting the harsh process that ultimately sets our spirits free. Standing tall long after the stretching finally stops, growing pains as the final heavy teardrop drops. Crinkled paper tearing along the heavily creased grid lines. I've been tracing routes that haven't existed for 20 years, looking for the old landmarks and the familiar highway signs, through a hazy windshield blurred by my own frustrating tears. The ink is smudging from the dampness of the humid summer air, a compass spinning wildly without ever pointing true north. I spent my youth wandering around without a single care, but now I need a definitive direction to venture forth. The geography is shifting underneath our heavy hiking boots. We are desperately trying to reconnect with our original roots. Throw away the useless, ancient, faded maps today. We are going to navigate the wilderness in our own unique way. Forget the predetermined paths that our ancestors proudly drew. We are exploring a territory that is completely new. Old gas stations boarded up and swallowed by the creeping ivy vines. Ghost towns populated only by the memories of yesteryear. I'm leaving the safety of the well-documented borderlines, ready to watch my lingering hesitations completely disappear. My grandfather drew this chart with a steady, confident hand, marking every hidden spring and every treacherous mountain pass. But nature has completely reclaimed this wild, unforgiving land, covering the historical pathways with thick, untamed grass. The geography is shifting underneath our heavy hiking boots. We are desperately trying to reconnect with our original roots. So throw away the useless, ancient, faded maps today. We are going to navigate the wilderness in our own unique way. Forget the predetermined paths that our ancestors proudly drew. We are exploring a territory that is completely new. Step into the unknown, brave the dense and uncharted thicket. We don't need a golden passport or a validated travel ticket. We are the authors of our own magnificent wild destiny, discovering the absolute freedom that finally sets us free. Lost out here, no lines to guide, finding the strength we held inside. Throw away the useless, ancient, faded maps today. We are going to navigate the wilderness in our own unique way. Forget the predetermined paths that our ancestors proudly drew. We are exploring a territory that is completely new. Moving forward into the vast expanses, countryside, faded maps. We have absolutely nothing left to hide. Gray storm clouds parting to reveal a narrow streak of light. We emerge from the dark basement after the heavy rainstorm clears, staring at the freshly washed streets shining so clean and bright, realizing that we have officially survived our greatest, deepest fears. Puddles reflecting the blue sky on the muddy gravel driveway path, an old robin singing a cheerful melody from the clothesline pole. Nature is rebuilding itself after experiencing the winter's wrath, restoring a profound sense of optimism to my fractured soul. The internal weather is shifting from a state of constant despair. We can smell the sweet fragrance of renewal hanging in the air. Search the horizon for the beautiful silver linings. Look upward at the stars that are universally aligning. Shatter the glass prism of your pessimism today, watching the remaining shadows completely melt away. Miracles occurring in the most ordinary and mundane places. A green sprout pushing through the cracks of the concrete street. I see a newfound expression of hope on the passing faces, replacing the look of exhaustion that we used to constantly meet. Oh, I found an old horseshoe buried underneath the barnyard floor, a traditional symbol of luck that my grandfather left behind. I'm not going to complain about my unfortunate circumstances anymore, choosing to appreciate the simple blessings that I can easily find. The internal weather is shifting from a state of constant despair. We can smell the sweet fragrance of renewal hanging in the air. I search the horizon for the beautiful silver linings. Look upward at the stars that are universally aligning. Shatter the glass prism of your pessimism today, watching the remaining shadows completely melt away. Hey! We overcame. Write a glorious new chapter that completely changes the game. We are authors composing a masterpiece out of pure unfiltered joy, using the positive energy that no cynical force can ever destroy. Glint of light breaking through the gray, a brand new pessimism today, watching the remaining shadows completely melt away. Shining so bright across the expansive morning sky, silver linings saying a permanent goodbye to the reasons why. Rusty chains rattling against the iron harbor post. We watch the distant lighthouses fade into a memory, sailing away from the jagged cliffs of the Atlantic coast, searching for a harbor where our spirits can be free. Saw crusting on the window panes of this seaside shack. My father spent his entire life trying to conquer the tide, but the ocean always demands that you give something back, leaving nothing but the grief we desperately try to hide. The dark swells are tossing our fragile vessels side to side, but we refuse to be swept away by this unpredictable tide. Drop the heavy weight, cast the iron anchor down, stop the endless drifting before our weary bodies drown. Secure the ropes tightly to the solid bedrock floor. We are done wandering, we are staying on this shore. Is what truly sets me free. Foghorns blasting through the dense and blinding gray mist, a warning to the sailors who have wandered far astray. I kept a tally of every single opportunity I missed, while staring blankly at the dark and stormy bay. The dark swells are tossing our fragile vessels side to side, but we refuse to be swept away by this unpredictable tide. Drop the heavy weight, cast the iron anchor down, stop the endless drifting before our weary bodies drown. Secure the ropes tightly to the solid bedrock floor. We are done wandering, we are staying on this shore. Hold fast against the pressure of the crashing northern gale. Tear down the worn out fabric of our tattered canvas sail. We have found our permanent shelter within this quiet bay, and no ferocious storm can ever wash our resolve away. Steady now, feel the iron grip. No more running, no more sinking ship. Steady now, feel the iron grip. No more running, no more sinking ship. Drop the heavy weight, cast the iron anchor down, stop the endless drifting before our weary bodies drown. Secure the ropes tightly to the solid bedrock floor. We are done wandering, we are staying on this shore. Landed safe where the deep water cannot reach. Anchor down. Sparks ignite upon the frozen cedar branches tonight. We trace the outlines of our faded youth underneath neon starlight, chasing shadows through the valleys where the coyotes scream, caught inside the heavy current of a forgotten American dream. The modern winters taught me how to bury secrets in deep snow, but you brought a summer fever that my brittle bones could never outgrow. We left our footprints on the gravel by the abandoned railway station, trading ordinary comfort for a lifetime of reckless desperation. The wind is howling secrets through the canyon walls. We stand on the precipice right before the kingdom falls. Oh, run like wildfire hearts across the open plains, break every rusted shackle, wash away the ancient stains. We are the thunder waking up the quiet, sleepy town with the burning desire that no pouring rain can ever drown. Scars tell stories that our trembling lips are too terrified to speak, driving 90 miles an hour toward a destination we no longer seek. Your hand in mine feels like a shelter from the impending hurricane, a beautiful disaster dancing through the pouring relentless rain. I found salvation in the static of a broken dashboard radio, singing hymns to the ghosts of people we used to know. The asphalt bleeds the heat of 1,000 wasted July afternoons, while we howl our sorrows underneath the crescent silver moons. The wind is howling secrets through the canyon walls. We stand on the precipice right before the kingdom falls. Oh, run like wildfire hearts across the open plains, break every rusted shackle, wash away the ancient stains. We are the thunder waking up the quiet, sleepy town with a burning desire that no pouring rain can ever drown. The world collapses into ash and dust tomorrow, we will build an empire from the remnants of our sorrow. Feel the pulse inside the embers, every spark the soul remembers. Oh, run like wildfire hearts across the open plains, break every rusted shackle, wash away the ancient stains. We are the thunder waking up the quiet, sleepy town with a burning desire that no pouring rain can ever drown. Let it burn until the morning light breaks through. Wildfire hearts, nothing left to lose. Dark purple clouds gathering on the far western horizon line. The barometer is dropping fast as a sticky summer afternoon fades. We sit on the front porch sipping on a glass of bitter homemade wine, watching the shadows lengthen into deep and terrifying shades. Sheet lightning illuminating the sky like a giant broken screen. My mother always told me that the thunder was just angels rearranging chairs, but I know it's the sound of every unspoken argument that has been haunting the hallways of our lives and catching us unawares. The air feels heavy, pregnant with the scent of ozone and rain. We can feel the atmospheric pressure matching our internal pain. Yeah. Listen to the rumbling of the distant storms tonight. Watch the flashes crack the darkness with a terrifying light. We cannot run from the weather that is brewing in the atmosphere. We must face the tempest until our vision becomes crystal clear. Wind chimes clanging violently as the first cold gust hits the yard. The oak trees bending at an angle that looks completely unnatural, trying to keep our composure when the circumstances get so hard. Realizing that our control over destiny is purely transactional. Raindrops starting to patter loudly on the tin roof overhead. A rhythmic warning that the flood waters are bound to rise eventually. I lie awake in the dark, staring at the ceiling of my bed, wondering if we will survive this seasonal catastrophe intentionally. The air feels heavy, pregnant with the scent of ozone and rain. We can feel the atmospheric pressure matching our internal pain. Listen to the rumbling of the distant storms tonight. Watch the flashes crack the darkness with a terrifying light. We cannot run from the weather that is brewing in the atmosphere. We must face the tempest until our vision becomes crystal clear. Accumulated dust of our regrets, we will stand out in the open, braving whatever the weather gets. Drench our clothes, submerge our fears beneath the pouring rain, for we know that after the clearing only the truth will remain. Thunder claps, the earth begins to shake. Every promise that we chose to make. To the rumbling of the distant storms tonight. Watch the flashes crack the darkness with a terrifying light. We cannot run from the weather that is brewing in the atmosphere. We must face the tempest until our vision becomes crystal clear. Fading away as the clouds begin to part at dawn. Distant storms, the heavy danger is finally gone.